Morning, Mr. Gerardo.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ivan Gerardo, Washington Court Certified Spanish Interpreter.
Sir, we have Yosemar Barrentos Posadas.
Yosimar Barrientos Posadas.
Good morning, sir.
Buenos días, señor.
Buenos días.
Good morning.
We're here for a contested hearing on your no insurance infraction and a no valid operator's license infraction.
Está aquí para las infracciones. Va a litigar los casos de conducir sin licencia de conducir válida y no seguro de responsabilidad civil.
Okay.
I wanted to let you know that Cowlitz County does have a deferment program that would allow you to continue this case for a 12-month period. And if you follow the rules of the deferment program, then the infractions would be dismissed at the end of the 12 months.
También quería explicarle que aquí en el municipio de Cowlitz tenemos el programa de un fallo diferido. Si quiere participar en este programa, si en 12 meses no llega a tener otra infracción de tránsito, estas infracciones serían desechadas.
There are two rules that you have to follow with regard to the deferment program, and they are, first, that you not get any new infractions during that 12-month period, and two, that you pay a $200 administrative fee.
Y son básicamente dos reglas que necesita seguir para este programa. Uno, que en esos 12 meses no vaya a tener otra infracción de tránsito. Y segundo, que pague un costo administrativo de $200.
Ok, perfecto, me parece muy bien.
Perfect, I like that.
Would you like to, you can do that, or if you want to, we can continue with your contested hearing. But I think that it's a very good way to resolve your case if you want to do that.
Pero si quiere hacer eso, podemos hacer eso. Pienso que es una buena manera de resolver su caso. O también tiene la opción, si quiere pelear el caso, puede pelear el caso.
Solamente tengo una pregunta. En mis dos tickets que me dieron de no licencia y no aseguranza, a 1,100, como $1,151. Entonces no pagaría yo esa cantidad y solo pagaría $200.
Okay, so I have a question. So I have those two infractions. One, no driver's license. The other one, no insurance. I think it's like $1,650. So I would not pay that amount. I would just pay the $200 administration fee.
It's just the $200 administration fee.
Correcto, solamente los $200. Es un costo administrativo.
Sí, claro. Ok,
That's
perfecto.
Perfect.
So you want to do that?
¿Quiere hacer eso?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then what you need to do is get an application for the deferment program. You can get that application from the clerk's office here at the district court, or you can get it off of the district court website.
Bueno, entonces necesita llenar esa solicitud para solicitar el fallo diferido. Puede venir aquí a la corte y aquí en las oficinas le pueden dar ese documento para que lo rellene, o si no quiere venir hasta acá, puede hacerlo en línea y lo puede rellenar por internet.
You'll need to fill out the application and file it with the clerk's office. And then the $200 is due within 60 days of filing the application.
Muy bien, entonces tendría que llenar esa solicitud. Ahora los $200 tendría 60 días para pagarlos. De la fecha que entrega la solicitud tiene 60 días para pagarlo.
$200, ok, me parece muy bien.
Okay, good.
Okay. And the application has to be filed no later than December 6th.
Tiene a más tardar hasta el 6 de diciembre para llenar esa solicitud.
Muy bien.
Good.
Solo una pregunta. ¿Sí les llegaron mis documentos a la corte que les mandé de mi license driver, de mi aseguranza?
I don't know if the court received the documents that I sent about my driver's license and my insurance.
I did see that you have a driver's license. Very good. And I didn't look, but I certainly will. Let's see.
Sí, sí, vi que tenías ya tu licencia de conducir. No mires lo de la, pero déjame ver.
Okay. So, porque del ticket que me dieron de no licencia, lo que pasa es que me dieron eso porque tuve un accidente. Me chocaron en mi carro, iba yo manejando y me chocaron. Y iba yo con mi pareja y me pidieron mi licencia. So, apenas había yo sacado la licencia y te dan un papel, un permiso con el que puedes conducir, y si te veo parar un policía lo muestras y eso avala que ya ya sacaste tu licencia. So, le enseñé eso al policía y el policía me dijo que eso no sirve, que eso que a mí, eso a mí no me sirve. Yo quiero tu ID, tu licencia, como si fuera tu ID, Y le dije, ok, sorry, le digo, no lo tengo, pero me está por llegarme a mi casa como unos 15 días y no me lo hizo válido, y por ese motivo fue que me dio el ticket de no licencia. Y de la aseguranza sí admito que no la tenía, pero pues ya ahorita estoy todo en regla.
Yes, so what happened that I got stopped? There was an accident. A vehicle collided into me. The officer asked me for a driver's license. I told him I just passed the test for the driver's license, and they were going to send me by mail the actual driver's license. Meanwhile, they had printed me a piece of paper saying, "Hey, you can use this as a driver license." Meanwhile, the officer says, "No, this is not valid." And he did not want to accept that. He wanted to see the actual driver's license, like an ID, and that's the reason he gave me a no driver's license ticket. Insurance, I admit I did not have insurance at that time I got stopped. I do have insurance now.
Okay. Actually, I see that the Department of Licensing issued the driver's license on August 4th.
Sí, aquí veo, 4 de agosto te emitió, o fue expedida por el Departamento de Licencias.
And
Claro.
the violation date was July 30th.
Ya, pero la 3 de julio fue cuando te pararon.
But
En agosto fue cuando
that's
sacaste tu
okay,
licencia.
because
Está bien.
if you're going to do the deferment program, those facts really are not relevant. The deferment program takes care of everything.
Bueno, no importa porque vas a participar en este programa de fallo diferido, así es de que realmente no
Okay.
importa eso.
Okay, perfect.
Just make sure that you maintain your insurance. Okay.
Pero si es que vas a conducir, tener seguro de responsabilidad civil.
Tengo asegurada mi licencia por el momento porque no cuento con un carro por el momento. Como todavía no mi caso está todavía abierto con mis abogados, estoy esperando mi dinero que me paguen de mi coche. Entonces ahorita solamente estoy asegurando mi licencia.
Yeah, right now I'm not driving. I don't have a vehicle. So what the insurance does, it insures my license.
Right.
I'm waiting for them to working with my lawyers for them for the insurance to pay for my vehicle so I can get another vehicle.
Okay, very good then.
Muy bien, gracias.
All right, be sure and file the application, and you are all done, sir.
Llega la solicitud, es todo.
Okay, muchas gracias.
Thank you very much.
And thank you, Mr. Gerardo. I think that's all we have for you.
I believe so. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
And then let's bring in Cook number 3.
Oh, who Cook is on the, because I didn't actually check anyone under that. So do you want me to bring in like the phone number and the iPhone person? Because I don't see a Lauren Cook. So I'll just.
Well, it's going to have to be a video. Good morning, Ms. Carter.
Good morning.
We're trying to find a Lauren Cook who we have identified for American Sign.
Yes.
And I don't have a Lauren Cook. So I am going to say we have somebody on a phone, but that's not obviously going to do us any good for American side. Hang on just a sec. We do have a gentleman here with an iPhone. He's got on video. Could you inquire if this is maybe Lauren Cook?
Yeah, this is not our person.
Is not.
No.
Sir, who? Okay. All right. I am going to let you go. Thank you very much for your attendance this morning.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for letting me come on.
Yep. And then we had another interpreter. Which one is that? Number 5.
Same thing, I don't know who's.
Aid Abraham. Okay. Good morning, sir. If you could unmute your device, please.
Good morning.
Good morning. If I could get your certification, sir.
Joseph Teclamariam, Washington State Court Registered Amharic and Tigrinya interpreter. Today I'm interpreting Amharic, and I'm permanently sworn in by the AOC.
Very good. Thank you, sir.
And I was sworn in your courtroom, maybe not you as a judge, but in your courtroom too.
Okay, very good. Thank you. I am looking for is it a Saeed
Ibrahim.
Abraham. I do not see anybody, but I do have somebody on a phone. Could you inquire if maybe the person with phone number ending 4516 might be the defendant?
ቴሌፎን ቁጥር 4516 የሚጨርስ አቶ ኢብራሂም አቶ ሰይድ ኢብራሂም ነህ? ሄሎ፣ በቴሌፎን ላይ ያለው በ4516 የሚጨርስ የመጨረሻው ቁጥር የሆነ
Doesn't appear that the individual is responding. It's not showing that they're muted. So, okay, well, I am going to say that our defendant for you is not present, sir.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and let you go.
Okay, Your Honor.
And thank you very much for appearing this morning.
Yeah, if I am needed, I think the bailiff might have my contact number. You guys can send me an email.
Okay, very good. If they show up, then we will certainly get you back on.
Yeah, okay. So I can log off?
Yes, you may go ahead and log off. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You're more than welcome.
All right. So we'll go back up. Oh, let's go ahead and bring everybody in.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. If you could please mute your device, please.
Sorry.
Everybody mute your devices until your case is called. Wanted to make an announcement before we get started with the docket this morning. Want to let everybody know that Cowlitz County has a deferment program that allows you to place your infraction on hold for a 12-month period. The benefit of the deferment program is that there is a dismissal of the infraction at the end of the 12-month period, as long as you have followed all of the rules of the program. The rules are there are two rules. First, that you do not get any new infractions during that 12-month period, and that you pay an administrative fee of it starts at $150 for the first infraction, and then if there's a second infraction, there's an additional $50 and so forth. As we go through the docket, I will call your name. I will ask you if you were interested in the deferment program. And I do ask that we make a decision with regard to the deferment program before we get into a contested hearing. Once we've started a contested hearing, then I will consider that you have waived your deferment. If you have any questions about the deferment program, I would be happy to answer them. And again, if you choose not to do the deferment, then we will certainly proceed into your contested hearing. So with that said, I am going to start at the top of the docket. And the first case I have is Brandon Christler. And I apologize for pronunciations. My head is packed solid this morning, and I'm not talking very well. So do we have Mr. Christler?
Yeah, I'm here.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
You are Brandon Christler, is that correct?
Chrysler.
Chrysler. Okay, thank you. Are you interested in the deferment program, or do you have any questions about the deferment program?
Yeah, I do. So with the deferment program, so it's, to my understanding, it's you can't get any other traffic tickets for 12 months.
That's
right?
correct. That's correct.
And then what happens if you do?
Then the deferment program is closed out, and there's a finding of committed on this infraction.
So if I say I got a ticket and then it would close out this, and then I would have to pay for this ticket, and then this ticket would go on my record.
The $150 fee is all that you would end up paying. It doesn't, if you're violated out of the deferment program, the court doesn't reimpose the fine. It's just the $150 administrative fee.
Okay, so and then the ticket would go on my record.
Yes.
Okay.
And during the deferment period, the infraction shows as pending. And then at the end of the deferment, as long as you've complied with the rules, then there is a dismissal of the infraction.
Okay, and then how does that work with insurance? Like it doesn't go on your record.
I can't necessarily advise you with regard to that issue, but my belief is that as long as the infraction is pending and that it's dismissed at the end of the deferment, it should not have an effect on insurance rates.
Okay, and then so how does it work at the end? Like if I don't get any tickets or anything, and then at the end of it, will I be contacted?
No, the court just enters a dismissal on the infraction.
Okay, and then I'll probably get mailed something like a notice that it was dismissed.
Nope, it just gets dismissed.
Okay. Yeah, could I I want to do that.
Okay. Then what you have to do, you need to get an application for the deferment program. You can get that, and I see you're out of town, so I would recommend that you get it from the Cowlitz County District Court website. You can download it off the website. You'll need to fill it out and mail it back to us. And all of the address information and so forth is going to be on the website.
Okay, and then
the deadline for you to file the application is going to be December 6th. And then the administrative fee on your case is $150. And that has to be paid within 60 days of filing the application. You can certainly,
Okay.
you can pay the fee with the application if you want. You can also make payment over the website. There's a link for making payments on the infraction cases.
Okay, so I pay 150 up front, and then if I were to get another ticket, then I would pay another 150.
No, if you get another ticket, which I'm sure you're not going to, but if you did, then there's just a finding of committed on this infraction. There's not any additional fine or any additional fee. It's just the $150.
Okay, and then what do I look up to get that application?
The Cowlitz County District Court. And there will be a link on the district court website for the deferment program application. Okay.
Okay, and then how do I does it tell you how to pay it on the website?
There's gonna be, yeah, there will be information on the website. There's probably, I'm sure there's a link for making payments through the court payment services.
Okay. All right, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, then like I said, December 6th is the deadline to file the application.
Okay, sounds good.
And you are all done.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Have a good day.
Okay. Next case I have is Lauren Cook. And we called Mr. Cook earlier. He did not appear. We'll come back to him. Next case I have is Alan Garcia Perez.
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you doing?
I am well, thank you. Well, I'm ill right now, but other than that, I'm doing pretty good.
I hope you get better, man.
Yeah.
I know how that goes.
Yeah. So you are Alan Garcia Perez, is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, I am.
All right. And I see you've used the deferment program previously.
Yeah, I would not like to use it today.
Okay. All right. So we are going to have a contested hearing then on one infraction of speeding, 5 over the speed limit.
Yes, correct.
I'm going to read the officer's statement to you so that you have so that you know what the officer has to say.
Yes, sir.
And then you can make your argument, okay?
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. It says on Tuesday, July 25th of 2023, I was performing assigned traffic duties in Cowlitz County, Washington. I was using custom signals Pro Laser 4, tag number L1669, infrared LiDAR system to monitor the speed of moving traffic. I have been instructed and certified by the state of Washington in the operation of the LiDAR. I observed the defendant traveling at a visibly high rate of speed in excess of the posted speed limit. I placed the red dot sighting reticle on the defendant's vehicle and obtained a reading of 90 miles per hour in a posted 70 mile per hour zone at a distance of 662 feet. This reading was consistent with my initial speed estimate of the defendant's vehicle. I had a clear and unobstructed view of the defendant's vehicle, and I'm 100% certain that the LiDAR reading was obtained from the defendant's vehicle. I tested the LiDAR unit both internally and externally at the beginning and end of my shift. I performed first the heads-up display alignment test, second, the internal self-diagnostic test, third, the delta distance check using pre-measured distances as prescribed, and fourth, the fixed distance check at 100 feet. The LiDAR unit passed each of the required checks and was working properly at the time of this violation. That is all that I have. So you may go ahead and make your argument, sir.
Yes, sir. So I'm a little confused because it says that I got cited for going 5 over. He didn't really mention anything about as far as like going the whole like 90 over 90 on a 70, you know? And so I'm confused about that part right there. So what am I really getting cited for?
5 over.
Yeah, so and then obviously in the claim it says that that it claims that I was also going 90 on a 70. So I'm confused because I was traveling on the slow lane, and then when I saw like a vehicle on the side, this was like heading towards Woodland on the freeway. I saw someone from afar. I saw someone on the side, and I was like, "Oh shoot, let me get into the middle lane," you know? And so I was trying to make way to go to the middle lane. I was putting my left signal to go to the middle lane, and no one was in the middle lane. There was only traffic on the fast lane and on the slow lane, which I was on the slow lane, you know? And so as I was converting and put my signal to go to the middle lane, boom, there was another, I believe it was a Jeep. It was going into the same lane as I was at the same time, literally the same time. And then that's when my only reaction was to look to my right side. There was no one. So I'm accelerated a bit, went back to the right lane, which is the slow lane again. So I didn't get hit. That's what had happened. But honestly, with the whole like starting out with 90 and then going down to 70 or whatever on a 70, I'm confused about that.
Okay. Well, first of all, officers very often will write the infraction for less than what the actual speed reading is. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So basically, if they feel that they can establish, let's say, 80 miles an hour, they can take it down to 75 in a 70 mile an hour zone, basically giving you a break on the speed. Is basically what they're doing, because it reduces the fine significantly from 90 down to 75.
Right.
Okay. So the officer indicates that he got the reading at 662 feet, which is fairly short distance for the LiDAR device to pick up the vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
He is indicating that he did have the sighting reticle on your vehicle.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to find that there was an infraction, that the infraction was committed, and we're keeping it 5 over, so that is going to set the fine at $114.
Okay. I mean, that's fine. I mean, I really can't do anything about that anymore, you know? So as far as that too, can I get this, because I live kind of like paycheck to paycheck at the moment right now, you know? Can I serve community service or at a food bank or something? I have experience in the food industry, so I could possibly do that as well to pay off my ticket, because honestly, I can't afford to pay off the ticket right now out of pocket.
All right. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Here's the way that it works. Okay. I'm imposing $114 fine. Okay. That fine has to be paid within 60 days of today's date. If you want to do community service to work off the fine, you can. You have to submit a request with the court to allow you to do that. That's going to be a separate document that you'll need to fill out and file with the court. Okay?
All right. Sounds good.
As long as you do that, then the court generally will give you a referral to do the work community service, and that'll work off the fine. Okay.
Alrighty, thank you. I hope you get better as well.
Within the 60-day period. Okay, so again, the fine has to be paid within 60 days.
Yes, sir.
If you want to do the community service, you need to submit the request within that period of time.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. You have a good day, sir.
I hope you too, and I hope you get better as well. Have a good day.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Next case I have is Emily Leigh.
Good morning.
Good morning. You are Emily Leigh, is that correct?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And did you hear my announcement with regard to the deferment program?
I did. I would like to pass on that because I do believe that I'm not guilty of this particular infraction.
Okay, you're sure?
Yes.
You're more than welcome to proceed with a contested hearing. I just want you to make sure that you understand that once we get into the contested hearing, there is no going back to the deferment program, okay?
I understand that. Hopefully, I will be able to explain the situation, and hopefully, I trust that if the information that the officer wrote down was accurate, that it will be clear that it was a different car.
Okay. All right. Well, then we will proceed to a contested hearing. I have one infraction for speeding 5 miles out, 5 miles an hour over the speed limit. I have an officer's affidavit here, and I will read this to you so that you know what the officer has to say. It says, I am a commissioned law enforcement officer employed by the Washington State Patrol since 2016 as a trooper. On Wednesday, August 23rd, 2023, I was performing assigned traffic duties in Cowlitz County. I was using custom signals, Pro Laser 3, tag number L1578 infrared LiDAR system to monitor the speed of moving traffic. I have been instructed and certified by the state of Washington in the operation of the LiDAR. I observed the defendant traveling at a visibly high rate of speed in excess of the posted speed limit. I placed the red dot sighting reticle on the defendant's vehicle and obtained a reading of 82 miles per hour at a distance of 548 feet. Excuse me. This reading was consistent with my initial speed estimate of the defendant's vehicle. I had a clear and unobstructed view of the defendant's vehicle, and I'm 100% certain that the LiDAR reading was obtained from the defendant's vehicle. I tested the LiDAR unit both internally and externally at the beginning and end of my shift. Okay, I'm not going to read any further. The officer has failed to provide important information with regard to the testing of the SMD. That's the speed measuring device, the LiDAR. Without that information, I cannot use the SMD reading, and there's no other information in the affidavit that would support the speed reading. So I'm about to find this is not committed, but you have a right to make a statement because this is a contested hearing. I do recommend that if you do wish to make a statement, you proceed very carefully, because you could provide me with information that would establish the speed. And then I would have to find it as committed. So if you wish, you may make a statement. If you don't wish to, you don't have to.
Under your recommendation, I will rest my case.
There you go. Sometimes less is more.
Thank you.
All right. Again, because I find that there is not sufficient information to support the SMD reading, I'm going to suppress it. There isn't any additional information to establish speed, so I'm going to find the infraction is not committed. We will send you a copy of the disposition order. I'm not going to be imposing any fine. And unless you have any questions, you are all done.
Is there anything else that I need to do?
Nope.
So from this point forth, I don't have to fill out anything or...
You are all done.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
All right. You have a good day.
Thank you.
Next case I have is Hammond Washington.
I don't know who the iPad is.
Sir, I've got a. Okay, I have somebody there. There you go.
Okay,
Can you identify yourself, please?
I contest this ticket. The officer lied through his teeth. I
Sir,
saw him right at the stoplight. He had 30 seconds to a full minute to make a turn. He was running a plate number. I wasn't trying to get pulled over.
Sir, will you please
No
identify?
phone in my hand. Disagree.
Will you identify yourself, please?
I saw the officer. Okay, I wasn't trying to get pulled over.
Mute him. We'll come back to him.
Okay.
Okay, I have next Adriana Miller.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning. After hearing about the deferral program, I think that I want to go with that. If I got like a parking ticket or anything, would that, or would it have to be a moving ticket to
Parking ticket doesn't count. It would have to be a moving infraction.
Okay. And I saw that there's a payment plan option if you call a number, so I think I am gonna do that.
Okay. Very good. Then we will put you down for a deferment program.
Perfect.
You need to file the application no later than December 6th.
Yes.
And the fee of $150 has to be paid within 60 days of filing the application.
Yeah.
If you want to set up a payment plan, you could do that also. You just need to make sure that you set it up within that 60-day period.
Okay, perfect. But then after that, I could just make monthly payments, right?
According to whatever you set the plan up with, yes.
Okay, got you. Thank you.
Okay, any other questions?
I think I'm good. Thank you.
Be sure and get the application filed.
Okay, I definitely will.
All right, you have a good day then.
You too. Thank you.
Yeah. Next case I have is Mohammed Sarwari.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
How are you, sir?
I am well, thank you. Sir, I've got a notation here that you have a commercial driver's license. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then that makes you ineligible then for the deferment program.
Okay.
So we are here for a contested hearing on your case. And let's see if I've got something from the officer. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to I'm going to read the officer's affidavit.
Okay.
So that you know what the officer has to say, and then you can respond, okay?
Okay.
Okay, first of all, the officer, this is it's a 2-page long document. The officer is citing to RCW 4661-672, which is the statute controlling the use of wireless communication devices while you're driving. I'm not going to read that. See if I can get to some factual information in this report. Oh, here we go. Okay. It says on August 9, 2023, at 11:42 hours, I observed the defendant driving on northbound Interstate 5 with a cell phone in his right hand held up against the right side of the steering wheel. The defendant denied being on his cell phone and that he was holding his Black Rain energy drink can. The driver pulled his phone from the center console of the dashboard, and I could see it was open to a cell phone application that appeared to be Snapchat. Defendant was identified by his Oregon driver's license. The photo and physicals on the license match the defendant. And that's what I have as far as information on this case. So you may go ahead and make your argument, sir.
Okay, sir. So first thing first, and I'm not professionally like in the court hearing or something. Like if I do some mistakes, please apologize me for that.
Not a problem.
On the August 9th, so I was driving on I-5 northbound and going towards the drop-in location to drop off my load, and then I was using the middle lane, and there was another truck to my right lane. That's a 3-lane highway, and then I saw a stray trooper, the officer. He was on the left lane trying to pass me, and then he cut me off not too far, which was not the safe spot to cut off, say, my truck. He came in front of me. And then he was driving for a little bit, and then he cut off the same truck that I was to my right lane. He cut him off, go to the right lane. And then we were driving for a little bit, and then when I passed the officer, because I was in the middle lane, so I was about to just make myself close to the exit, trying to take the right lane. And then he came behind me, and then he started using his lights, and then I was pulled over by. And then when I pulled over, he came to me and he approached me, and then he opened the door. The first thing that I noticed that officer didn't have the body cam. So, then he told me that I was using a cell phone device. But before he cut off the second truck, so it was not even safe for that guy too. And then I started giving him a flashlight. Look, that's what we helping each other. Like, hey, you did mistakes. So I give him like a flashlight just to make sure he noticed that he did something wrong. And I was loading like my haul was on like a 77,000 pound, and it is pretty heavy. So when that happened, so I was pulled over. The officer came to my cabin, and then he started talking to me, and he told me that I was using a cell phone device, which was not. I was using an energy drink, and then he said, "Let me see your phone." And then I grabbed my phone from the phone holder, and I showed it to him. And then he said, "Like that's what I saw." Well, I show you. That's what now you're telling me that you saw this. And before you say something, you have to say like, "Hey, that was the color, and that's your phone." And but when I show him the phone, he said like, "That's the phone out there I saw." Okay. And then I didn't say anything because the officer, as I said before, he didn't have a body cam right nowadays. So we saw those TikTok videos and everything. When the officer doesn't have a body cam, there is something, and which is kind of like not safe to even argue. And well, I'm not the type of person to argue with the officer. And that's why we have court, we have judges, we have the system. And then I was keeping quiet, and then he said like he told me that if I can prove it that I was not using the phone, and I told him like, "Hey, I'm not using the phone. That's how I can prove it to you that I was using this energy drink. I don't even have, sir, I don't even have a Snapchat account, and I don't know why he put that right there. And I didn't even show my phone to him, like why he would put something from his side, which is not, I don't know, it doesn't have any base, or it's a baseless thing. Like he put in the information that he was using Snapchat, and he never seen my phone. And I didn't open my phone and unlock my phone to show him like, this is what I was using, this is what I was not using. I was not showing anything, because and the reason that I'm telling this, sir, that I was not using the cell phone is because of the two things. I was a truck driving instructor. I was training the drivers. I was at the school instructor. And the first thing we were telling the drivers, like, "Hey, do not use cell phones while you're driving." That was our first thing, that when the new guy was coming right there to get the CDL and to get the training to be a CDL driver. That was the first thing we were telling them. The second thing, it is illegal as a DOT regulation. It is illegal to have that. The third thing that I had, the body cam, or the camera inside the cabin. My truck had two cameras, one outside, one inside, facing the driver. So, and I was using the company truck. That was not my personal truck. That's a company truck. So, when I had a camera facing to me, how would it be possible for me to use a cell phone device and still be in the job? Because the company is going to fire me, because that's what they put the camera for me, to see me, like, make sure I don't do something illegal. Well, the officer forgot to see the camera right there, and then he just, I just kind of like keep silent, and then he went outside. But I see that ticket not for anything else but a retaliation for that flashlight that I gave it to the officer, because he did something wrong to me and to the other drivers in front of me. And then I called the company. I told them, like, I need a video for that date and time. And they said they can only provide it to attorney, if I can find an attorney. And then I called this number. I can give you this number. So just make sure. So 360-577-3073. That was the phone number that was on the ticket. And I called, a lady picked up the phone, and I told her, like, I need an attorney. They say, like, it's a small fraction, they cannot provide attorney. And then, and this is where we are right now. So that was the whole stuff going on, sir.
Okay. Well, I've got enough from you. I am going to find the infraction is not committed. The officer really doesn't provide a whole lot of information about how he saw what he's alleging that he saw. And then based on what you've told me, I will find it is not committed. We're going to send you a copy of the disposition order. I'm not going to impose a fine or anything like that. And you are all done, sir.
Thank you, sir. So it's a dismiss, and it's not going to go to my record?
That's correct.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. You have a good day.
You have a good day. Next case I have is Evelyn Schill.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You are Evelyn Schill, is that correct?
I am.
And did you hear my announcement with regard to the deferment program?
Yes, I'd like to defer, please.
Okay. You have any questions about it?
No, I've already printed the application out. I just didn't know how to send it in, so I will include the $150 fee and mail it out today.
All right. Then that sounds like you're already all on top of it.
Yes, sir.
All right, then we will put you down for a deferment program. We'll expect the application. Got to be here by December 6th, and the fee has to be paid within 60 days of filing the application. Of course, if you send in a check with the application, that'll take care of it.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Any questions?
No, thank you.
All right, you are all done then. You have a good day.
All right. Thank you.
I see that Mr. Abraham is back or is here. Let's see if we can get our interpreter back online. And then we'll go back to the other gentleman on the iPad. They're addressing the gentleman using the iPad. You need to unmute your device. And if you would please give me your name so that I can, so that I know who I'm talking to. You send him a note telling him. Okay. He needs to identify himself.
I was glad. Yep. And he ain't, that ain't even him.
Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Okay, can you?
I'm deaf. First.
Can you please tell me what your name is?
My statement's simple. I saw the officer at the light. There was no phone in the hand while it was in motion.
Okay,
Fully aware that he was sitting the profile, so I went and pick a target out right at the light. The cop is lying, okay? We're not stupid. All right. You got people at the first of the month trying to get their quota done for the month. Cop lied. They always stayed there behind in the alley behind Burger King. He was there for 30 seconds or longer, and I saw him, okay? He was lying through his teeth. Bottom line, he was looking for a target, trying to figure out who's suspended and whatnot. I didn't even know I was suspended. I was on my way to the store to get coffee.
You sent him a
okay,
note
there was no cell phone in my hand. What he may have saw was the phone slap the seat when I come to a stop. The phone fell off the seat. I picked it up, put it in between my legs while we were stopped, and I saw him behind Burger King. Okay. He was staging there for 30 seconds or longer before the light even turned green. Okay, I watching him run, looking at people's plates. Okay, I wasn't trying to get pulled over, you know. I'm not stupid, and I'm aware of the cell phone law. Okay, the phone was in my lap. It was not in my hand while the car was moving. That's a fact. And I saw him. Okay. I rolled right by him, saw him, he saw me, and I knew he was going to pull me over. I made a right turn, right just past that alleyway, made the right turn, and that's when he hit the light. He had the choice then to pull me over right there on the spot for whatever it is he wants or let me go. He chose to pull me over a cell phone excuse, and that's not true because I saw him. Okay, I saw him. Do you think I want to get pulled over? I have to rack up more fines because I can't pay off those fines. I haven't had a license since 1986 because of a fine. Fine income inequality exists, and people are not paid for their stupidity, and the license kept in a perpetual state of suspension over the course of all those years since 1980 when I've actually had a license. I was under the assumption that, under the idea that my license was reinstated, I was supposed to go down and pay for the reinstatement. I didn't know about the blow and go being on there 18 years past the statute of limitations. Okay, which is a problem in this community. What you've done is created a law enforcement network that goes out on the first of the month, gets their quota, and then people just get trapped into a state of debt to the county, which is sub. You know, I saw the cop there. I wasn't trying to get pulled over. Well, I'm an idiot. I'm going to have a cell phone in my hand and drive by this police officer knowing full well he's going to pull me over, right? Is that right? Am I a liar? I don't like being accused of being a liar because, you know, just because you wear a badge doesn't mean that you're being honest. Okay? I got a record. Most cops in this town know who I am. And look.
Okay, I want you to send Mr. Cook a note telling him that he was late for the docket. Our interpreter was here at 10 o'clock when he was supposed to be here. And we will continue this to November 22nd.
I'll take a polygraph check with.
Okay, when do you want to reset it?
November 22nd at 10 o'clock. Is that enough time to get a notice out, or do you want to go to the 29th?
We can go to the 20.
Okay.
I mean, I can send the notice today, so it's up to you. Or we can.
Okay, we'll do the 29th.
I'll send it.
Okay.
I'll send the notice. It's not.
Respect for the Israel. Let's bring the interpreter in.
Hello.
Okay, hello.
Yes.
I believe we have, is it Saeed
Yes.
Abraham?
Yes, sir.
Said Ibrahim there?
Yes. Oh.
Yes.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Damnader. Good morning.
Sir, do you need an interpreter
አስተርጓሚ ያስፈልግሃል ወይ?
አዎ
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we are here for a contested hearing on your infraction of failing to obey a traffic control device.
እና ዛሬ አንተ ህግ የጣስከው አለ የትራፊክ ህግ አስከባሪ መሳሪያ ትዕዛዙን ስላላከበር እና እሱን እከራከራለሁ ብለህ ነው?
አዎ
Yes.
And the officer is alleging that that you failed to travel in the right lane as required by the signage that is posted prior to the way station.
Not የክብደት ስቴሽኑ ዌይ ስቴሽኑ ከዛ በፊት የሆነ ምልክት ነበር በቀኝ በኩል መሆን አለብህ የሚለውን እሱን አላከበርክም ይላል ፖሊሱ።
አዎ ልናገር?
Can I speak?
Yes, you may.
Yeah.
ህጉን ሁሌ በዚህ መንገድ ላይ ነው የምሰራው እና
I frequent this road. I always due to my work.
እና ሁሌ ዌስት ስቴሽን የኛ ታብሌትም ይሰጠናል። ዌስት ስቴሽን 2 ማይል ሲቀረው ደርሳል እና follow the road ይላል።
And our tablet informs us when it's 2 miles to get to the way station. It reminds us to follow the road, the sign.
እና ከዛ the wait station ሁሌ ዝግ ነው። አይቼው closed ይላል። ከፊት ለፊቴ
the way station was closed እና አይቼው
closed ስለሚል አይቼው ከፊት ለፊቴ በጭንቅላቱ ብቻ ትራክ አለ ከፊት ለፊቴ እሱ ለሽንት ይሁን ወደ ስቴሽን ገባ። አሁን ሰውየው ተከትሎኝ ሲመጣ ፖሊስ ኦፊሰሩ closed ይላል እኮ ላንተ አይደለም አለኝ፣ ግን closed ይላል።
Okay, so there was a truck in front of me. I don't know whether he went to use the bathroom or not. I was stopped behind him, and the police told me that the police asked me what I was doing, and I told him it's closed. And he said, it's not closed for you. The police said it's not closed for you.
እና ከዛ ምንድነው ያጠፋው? ፑል ኦቨር አደረገኝ። ባዶ ነው ወይ አለኝ። የነው ጄቢ ሃንድ ነው የምሰራው እኔ። ጄቢ ሃንድ ነው። ጄቢ ሃንድ ነው የምሰራው። ጄቢ ሃንድ
I work JB Hunt. Interpreter is not familiar with that, but he told me to pull over and ask me if it was empty. I said no. I work for JB Hunt.
እና ባዶ መሆኑን ሄደ ቼክ አደረገ። ትሬለሩ ባዶ ነው።
And then he checked that the trailer was empty. He went and checked it, and the trailer was empty.
እና ምንድነው ያደረኩት እኔ ዌት ስቴሽኑ እኮ ክሎዝድ ይላል እና ስፒድም አልጨመርኩም ምንም አላረኩም። ተከተለኝ አስቆመኝ። ለምን እንደሆነ እኔ ለራሴ ለዛ ነው በቃ።
Okay, the wait station was closed. There was a sign which says closed, and I wasn't speeding. He followed me and pulled me over, and I didn't even understand why.
እና ለዛ ነው ስላልገባኝ እንትን ለማድረግ የፈለኩት።
That's why I didn't understand the infraction, so that's why I'm contesting it.
Well, let me ask you this, sir. Were you in the right lane or in the center lane when you went past the weigh in motion device?
Yeah, ወይ ዲቫይሱን መሳሪያውን ስታልፍ በቀኝ መስመር ነው የነበርከው ወይስ በመሀለኛው መስመር?
ኖ ምንጊዜም የኛ ድርጅት ፎሎውንስ እና ታብሌቱም ይነግርሃል። አንተም እኔም አውቀዋለሁ ዌስት ስቴሽን አካባቢ ሁለት ሳይኖች ይሰጠዋል። ያንን ሳይን ተከትለ ክሎዝድ ካለ ላይንን ቀይረ ታልፋለህ። ግን ህጉን ተከትለ ነው የምትሄደው። ራይት ሳይድን ተከትዬ ነው የምሄደው።
Okay, the way we do it when we get to the way station, even our tablet reminds us. So we stay in the right lane. Then, if it says closed, we follow the rule and just take the other lane.
Yeah,
I changed my lane and passed it because it said it was closed.
Well, that doesn't answer my question. My question is, when you went past the weigh-in motion device, were you in the right lane or in the center lane?
Yeah, weighing motion device መሳሪያውን ስታልፈው የመመዘኛ መሳሪያውን ስታልፈው ጥያቄ አሉ ክቡር ዳኛ መሳሪያውን በምታልፍበት ጊዜ በቀኝ መስመር ነው የነበርከው ወይስ በመሃለኛው መስመር?
ሳልፈው ዌስት ስቴሽኑን ሳልፈው ነው ወይስ
መሳሪያውን መመዘኛ መሳሪያውን ስታልፈው በቀኝ ነው የነበርከው ወይስ በመሃል?
እኔ የነበርኩት ራይት ሳይድ ነው፣ በመሃል አይደለም።
I was on the right lane.
Okay. Okay. Let me tell you something.
አንድ ነገር ልንገርህ።
And you need to understand that even if the weigh station is closed,
weigh station ቢዘጋም አንድ ሊገባህ የሚገባ ነገር አለ።
the law does require that you go through the weigh-in motion because that's what they use to track your vehicle.
እና ይሄ የዌይንግ ሞሽን የሚባለው የክብደት መመዘኛው በሱ ማለፍ አለብህ። በሱ ነው ያንተን መኪና የሚከታተል።
You're not allowed to bypass the weigh-in motion even if the weigh station is closed.
weigh station ቢዘጋም weighing motion የሚለው መመዘኛውን አልፈህ መሄድ የለብህም። በዛው closed ቢልህም እሱን አልፈህ መሄድ የለብህም።
Hang on a second.
Okay. Do I have to go inside?
No, since you're telling me that you were in the right lane for the weigh-in motion portion of the weigh station, I will find this is not committed.
እና አንተ በቀኝ በኩል ነበር ስላልክ አሁን ህግ አላጠፋህም ብዬ ወስናለሁ።
Just in the future, you want to make sure that you are in the right lane for the weigh-in motion device.
ክብደት መመዘኛው መሳሪያ ላይ በሱ ለማለፍ በቀኝ በኩል መሆን አለብህ ሁል ጊዜ። Thank you. I accept that, Your Honor.
All right. You are all done. You may go ahead and log out.
Okay. Can I ask one question?
Yes.
Record this off of your way.
Is this gonna go on my record?
I am finding that the infraction has not been committed.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Your Honor.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Have a good day.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Your Honor. Bye-bye. Okay, Your Honor.
Thank you for your services, sir.
Is the interpreter excused?
Yes, thank you very much.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.
You too.
Okay.
And then we're going to call Ammon McWashington. And Ammon McWashington is not present. So we'll find that that infraction has been committed. And going back to Mr. Cook, just for clarification, Mr. Cook is hearing disabled. Our American Sign interpreter was here at 10 o'clock. He was not present. So we've continued.